all of that. But without knowing, you know that what you're doing right now is just watching videos. You have to understand that. You really do. I don't understand at what point you feel like you're going to be able to understand. So, but anyways, I have a lot going through my head about that. I really feel like I do. But with the judgment, you know, it's spirituality, like I said. So at the end of the day, she's going to be called on her actions, this karmic partner. And I feel like this mainly talks about her saying, them questioning her, like, honey, do you know what you're doing? You know, like, do you realize that this is not the path for you? But she can definitely keep this as long as she can, and then say, you know, this is what was meant to be. Yeah, when you are in authority of all your situation, you can't talk about what was meant to be. That's on a spiritual aspect. So if they're the ones to be together towards the end of their day, I know 1,000,005 people that are watching right now, or just the 100, are going to say, well, that's what was meant to be. Go ahead and take your cop out. Make sure you get a bunch of popcorn and watch. And you sit back and you just watch. Because again, a spiritual journey is it's not going to be handed to you and then you're just going to take it. Because when you're given it, what are you now going to do with it? What are you going to do with spirituality? Spirituality is a feeling in faith and love. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately I have to do this again. Now I see the Emperor and the Four of Wands, which goes into saying if you put in the work, you will get there. And this one is putting in the work, so it looks like she's staying in a relationship with him. It's not all pretty. It's not all that, you know, but she's the one having to do all the work, but at least she's putting in work. So there's your biggest difference right there between if you're divine feminine or karmic. You know, and it looks like, you know, nobody's, you know, here's what I want to say why she's being helped even though she's a karmic partner. It's because her spirituality is one thing. Who's at the top of the deck? And I just shuffled the Temperance. This is where she is. She's not going to go without, you know, reward. How can your spirit guides deny you a reward when you're in this energy? Some of them may not know. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some of them may be like, oh, dude, it's just another life lesson. Remember what I said in the beginning? Or some may know that this is what they want. Some may feel like, whoa, he's the Hierophant. I need to be that woman up there. But some of them realize that they've tried to reach a potential and they know that they can't reach it. So now I have to do what I can do that may be good enough for just a human being on this earth. You know, I'm going to love indefinitely. And that's something that I will never lose. I will never lose when I learn how to love. And then, you know, some people say, how can you love someone if you don't love yourself? I don't understand how this woman doesn't love herself. You know, she may have other things that are going on, but look at the work. So I know that at the end of the day, this work is to get her to move on. But if the divine feminine is someone who just thinks that she's just going to get it because she's called the divine feminine, you don't have to be with somebody. You're still a karmic. You're still, and that means, you know, let's just call you a karmic partner. You're still someone who is keeping themselves back from their divine masculine. You know, you have a physical person who's keeping you from your divine masculine, including yourself, divine feminine. So every time I read a karmic reading, I always think that this should be, it should be motivation for the divine feminines. But, you know, you're always going to have those people who get upset because they're just upset. But go ahead and be upset. I really want you to be so that you can understand what the hell is going on. I really don't mind. Let's clarify her Empress. Because I really need some people to stop thinking that they're just going to sit back and let life's gifts come to them, okay? You know, everyone's like, life's not fair. It's like, you know, that's just the way it is here. We have to get punched in the face for us to become a warrior, okay? Empress for the karmic. And no, I am not everybody's like, I'm not a karmic partner. You can email me and book a session, but I don't mind talking to you about my twin flame journey. No, I'm not a karmic partner, and as of today I am single. I have been single for quite some time, okay, everyone? And I'm not a karmic partner, and I never was. All right, I was to my daughter's father, okay, but to this man that I'm helping you guys with today, I'm not. Okay, we got the 7 of Pentacles there. And then we got the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, let me stop talking. The Empress for the karmic partner. Okay. Empress for the karmic partner. What do we got? The 4 of Wands again. 7 of Pentacles at the bottom. So the 7 of Pentacles talks about questioning your daily routine. Okay, questioning your daily routine. Here we have, that's interesting that we had this card too. And we got the 10 of Cups now. Questioning your daily routine, okay? Basically, you know how we know that she's working, and she's working in the dark even. You know what I'm saying? Even when she's like confused and doesn't know what to do, and she's back at the drawing board, she comes back out on top. And she does because of the love that she has with someone, okay? The Empress. The Empress, because of that aspect, okay? Because of that twinkle in love for herself and others, she's going to succeed. We got the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. She's going to succeed, and she's going to make sure. Look, we have the King of Swords. So it says to me that she's someone who can nurture the needs of the person and the persons that are around her, okay? And need be. She's very intuitive, but she's Mother Nature, so she takes care of these people. I don't know if any of you have seen American Horror Story. Somebody look up the character Misty Day. And that's my Misty Day card, because she's someone who, like, you know, when death occurred, especially in a wrongful way, she just appeared to resurrect. You know, she had the power of resurgence. And that's a Mother Nature. She's basically, so, and she looks exactly like her, actually. So look up the card, look up the character Misty, as in a mist, like a spray, a misty day, like a Tuesday morning. And go ahead and look that up. And because she's, you know, because she's embodying her assets of this earth, she will be rewarded. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She will be rewarded, and she will be rewarded with the love of her life. It could very well be someone else's love of their life. Remember, this is a karmic reading, so I know I got a lot of karmics watching. So she will definitely be rewarded. You know, I'm not going to say that it's always just only going to be the 4 of Wands. For some of them that are the karmic partners, it's only ever going to be the 4 of Wands. For some of them, every time they start new, it's always going to look like accomplishment, you know, because she's able to nurture people as if they are her own, is what I was going to say. Okay, like we saw the Ace of Swords, now we see the King of Swords. She's able to use her Mother Nature to love someone who needs Mother Nature loving. It's not to say that no one's needing of that. Even if they're not your divine masculine, of course they're going to bow down to that. You know what I'm saying? It's a love that's, you know, it may not be the specific fit, but it's something that can take me through this lifetime. You know, especially if there's no one else. So what else about this Empress? We got the Sun card. We got a lot. So let's just, but the Sun card was the main one that I wanted to see there. Let's see what else we got. The Empress. Empress. Okay. Queen of Swords. So I kind of was looking at it. No, I was looking at it upright. But, she's someone who speaks her truth. We have the Sun card here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, and then we'll end here. Queen and King. I think the major lesson here is that she always chooses to stand in her highest power and work. It's not that look, this girl's name could be Melissa, right? Melissa decides to stand in Melissa's power, okay? And, you know, and she goes from there. She will always be rewarded, okay? She's not standing in the way of anyone else, especially the high priestess, if the high priestess isn't doing anything, okay? The high priestess sometimes doesn't even come up in her own reading right now, so we're just going to have to understand that. And so I think that's what the lesson here is today, is that she's going to keep working for something that some of them may or may not be the best thing to do, but regardless, it looks like she will become, the person who stands in their power will become victorious. If it was the Empress going up against the high priestess, you're telling me nothing, okay? That doesn't make it, that's not even, so see that, oh man, I meant to show you that wish fulfillment there. Look, and then the Hierophant, she will get that wish fulfillment with the Hierophant. See, the thing is though, the karmic about it is like, he will become his Hierophant, but she will still only be the Empress. And then at some point they will have that recognition that's like, hey, I know you're not the high priestess, but you're damn sure like it. And you know what? You worked for it. You worked for it, kid. So then that's what's meant to be, because that's what happened. You understand what I'm saying? So, but again, I don't want you to think that I'm coming down on any divine feminines. I'm a divine feminine myself, honey. Believe me. I ain't going to settle for being no karmic with no one else. So, but this Hierophant is someone that deserves love. And no, it's not that you're fighting for him. I can't stress this reading enough. If I were to like literally do that, I would be here for 5 days trying to tell you what you should believe and what you shouldn't believe. But I'm just saying that she's working for something that she just knows that she wants, and she comes in as power. When she chose, she came right in as the Empress. We saw the Temperance for her, and I just feel like the high priestess is even nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? I don't even see her right now. So if there's a man out there, if there's a woman out there who's being shown love by all means, honey, I can't go with what my soul is telling me, you know, as far as, oh, you're meant for this person. I got to go with what my heart is telling me. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. If you know that they've been through some hell and back, well, what have they been through with you? So especially, so please don't do all the foolishness down below. That's what's going on with the karmic partner. I don't want to have to say anything negative. Let's say about this, not the Seven of Swords, and then we'll end here. Because I talk to quite a few divine feminines a day. I talk to some karmic partners. I talk to some divine feminines that be my clients. And you'd be surprised that, you know, it sounds like I'm hating on the divine feminine because I'm talking about the Empress. But I'm not going to shame any woman. I'm not going to shame any man who works like that, especially. And I'm just saying that you'd be surprised that some of the divine feminines are divine feminines that a lot of women would kill to be, that they're learning about this division or this journey. And they don't want to fight for it. They don't want to do shit. They don't want to do anything. They think that it's just some day-to-day thing. And you know what? There's someone else who doesn't see it like that. And they're the ones in the relationship right now. So there's the encouragement, okay? Not the hate, believe me. Let's talk about this Seven of Swords, and then we'll end here for the karmic partner. Let's talk about the Seven of Swords. And another thing. I don't envy the girl who's married to my divine masculine. They're married. I don't envy her at all. We have this Nine of Wands at the bottom. But like, yeah, if anything, you know, I'm just, you know, I just know that I got to work on a few things. You know, I see it in a light that I'm trying to get everyone to understand, but I got to go in order. I can't skip. You guys won't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's try to get this Seven of Swords just one more time for this karmic partner spirit. Why is the Seven of Swords here for the karmic partner? Can you tell us a little more about it? Okay, so we got the Hierophant right on top. She loves them, you know. Okay, so we got the Queen of Pentacles first, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. You know what this says to me? This tells, and then the Hierophant's right over the Judgment card. Like I was saying, this just says that, you know, she's going to get what she's, you know, going to get. Because, again, there is, you know what? Karmic sees competition. I mean, look, what the hell? There is competition. I mean, she's forced to live. It's not a negative, completely negative thing. She's forced to live with someone that, you know, she's constantly having to go through these things, but it's making them stronger. And you know what? Maybe for this situation, for this specific person,